but at least that part of the video with Sean is just the utmost disgusting stupidity, and my prayers are for him and his family. It's depressing, though, that all of the other fans at Rome get blamed for something, for going back to that saying that I had about a year and a half ago of a few small people, or a few people wrecking things for everybody else. I don't blame any of our fans. We have unbelievably great fans across the board. You know, the Curva Sud, the only reason we come back and win games like we did against Barcelona is because of the 99.9% of the fans in the Curva Sud who are great, and then occasionally you get a few outside of the game more than anything else that is just absolutely ridiculous. But it's time that things have to change here in Italy and in Rome, because it just is happening too much. And I'll go back to something that happened in 1993. I was in Florence in 1993, and I was in a museum that all of us know. And at the end of the day, when the museum closed, I was going to have dinner in a restaurant right next to the museum, but I got into a better restaurant, and it was a little, maybe a mile or so away. And the next morning I got up, and I drove at 6 in the morning to Paris. And most of the night, actually, all I heard was sirens. And when I got to Paris and pulled up to the hotel, the doorman asked me where I was coming from. And I said I was coming from Florence. And he said, "Oh, big bomb." And I couldn't understand what he was saying. I had no clue what he was saying. And I went inside, checked in, and I was having a beer with a friend of mine, and CNN was on, and they blew up 20% in the museum. And all I remember after that was that Italians got together and said, "Enough of this shit." And I remember millions of Italians, or it looked like millions of Italians, all over the country started marching against the criminal elements and saying, "You're destroying our history." And that's what was going on. And we have a long history at Rome, and what's going on when you have a few stupid people is they destroy our history and they attack our legacy, and I'm tired of it. And it's just not an issue for Rome, it's an issue in Italy, and it's an issue for the authorities, and it's an issue for all of us to band together and to finally wake up so that we don't have a reputation that's just not deserved around the rest of the world, that our fans are not good fans, because our fans are the best fans in the world. It's just a couple of fucking morons that take the rest of us down.